This right here is the Lamborghini Huracán, an all-wheel drive, naturally aspirated V10 supercar, a car that many consider helped define Lamborghini throughout the 2010s. And today we have the absolute pleasure of getting up close and personal with Steve's 2015 Lamborghini Huracán LP610-4. And we're going to dive into what this car actually is, the history behind it, and why it still matters, especially when engines like in these are disappearing. File 1. Lamborghini before the Huracán. To understand the significance of the Huracán, we need to rewind to the early 2010s. In 2001, Lamborghini introduced the Murcielago, a flagship V12 machine that brought the brand into the modern era. Then, in 2003, Lamborghini introduced the Gallardo, a smaller, more attainable supercar that quickly became the company's best-selling model. Produced for a decade, the Gallardo laid the groundwork for Lamborghini's success in volume and performance. By the early 2010s, the Gallardo had been in production for over 10 years, which is pretty long for a supercar life cycle, and it was time for a Gallardo replacement that would be worthy of carrying Lamborghini's future. And so, development began on a new car, internal codename L140. File 2. Birth of a name. Why Huracán? Lamborghini has always named its cars after legendary fighting bulls, so it should come as no surprise that the Gallardo's successor would also be named after a bull. Huracán means hurricane in Spanish, but it also refers to a famous 19th century fighting bull known for its courage in the arena. The name was perfect, aggressive, powerful, and unmistakably Lamborghini.
What?
File 3. The debut. On the 4th of March 2014, Lamborghini unveiled the Huracán LP610-4 at the Geneva International Motor Show in Switzerland. Fans, press and critics alike were stunned. Visually, the Huracán was a dramatic upgrade from the Gallardo, yet it is still undoubtedly Lamborghini. It features sharp angular lines inspired by aerospace design, hexagonal shapes echoing across the body and the interior, and a sleek, aggressive stance that hinted at its performance potential. But beneath the skin, the Huracán was something entirely new. File 4. Powertrain and performance. Normally, the Huracán LP610-4 will have a badge that says LP610-4 on it. However, this one has had the badges taken off. So, I'm going to talk to you about the badge, like right here instead. The LP stands for Longitudinale Posteriore, which means the engine is positioned behind the driver. And the 610 refers to the horsepower, and 4 indicates all-wheel drive. At the core of the Huracán is a purpose-built, naturally aspirated 5.2-litre At the core of the Huracán is a purpose-built 5.2-litre naturally aspirated V10, the spiritual successor to the Gallardo's V10, but all new and all refined. Now, what's cool with this V10 badge here is the numbers on the bottom indicate the firing order of each cylinder. That's a pretty cool detail. This engine produces 610 metric horsepower, also known as the PS acronym, which is around 602 brake horsepower or 449 kilowatts, and revs to a staggering 8,500 RPM, making for an intoxicating soundtrack, one of the car's most beloved attributes. Paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, this thing sprints from 0 to 100k an hour in just 3.2 seconds with a top speed of around 325k an hour. This thing's not here to mess around. File 5. A technological leap forward. The Huracán wasn't all about power though, it was also a technological leap forward for Lamborghini. For the first time in the Lamborghini V10 car, the Huracán used a hybrid aluminium carbon fiber chassis. The result? Exceptional rigidity, lower weight, better handling precision. This advanced structure makes the Huracán responsive, communicative, and fiercely capable, giving it a very driver-centric feel. With permanent all-wheel drive and the advanced Lamborghini dynamic steering system, the Huracán offered incredible traction and control, whether launching off the line or carving through mountain roads. Electronic systems worked seamlessly with mechanical grip, creating a car that could dance with finesse and attack with ferocity. File 6. Design philosophy. Lamborghini has never been a brand that blends in, and the Huracán is no exception, but its design is also very functional. The Huracán's exterior isn't just beautiful, every angle and every crease serves a purpose. For example, these side blades channel air in for engine breathing, the rear diffuser and spoiler manage the downforce, and the air intake sculpt cooling flow into the rear brakes. Now, as you can see, this particular car's had some tasteful modifications done to it. It features Novitec suspension, staggered 20 and 21 inch Brixton 3-piece forged wheels, a forged carbon Performante style wing, flies, and the entire car is wrapped in PPF. In the interior, it's very much a Lamborghini interior. You got hexagonal stuff everywhere, switches that look like it's from a fighter jet, and there's no more center screen there. It's all in the digital dash right in front of you. And what I really love about Lamborghinis is the start stop. You just flip that up and press that button to start the car.
Nice.
Alrighty, so we are in the Huracán now and we're about to go for a drive. Really keen. Oh, dude. Sick. Nah, that is such an addicting sound. File 7. Variance and Evolution. The Huracán story didn't just stop at the 610-4 though. Lamborghini trusted the formula and expanded the Huracán lineup. Unveiled later in 2015, the Spider brought open-top exhilaration, the same performance but with a folding soft top that retained rigidity and style. Then a rear-wheel drive version was introduced in 2016. The LP580-2 offered a purer, more analog driving experience. It was lighter, more playful, and more engaging for enthusiasts who enjoy sending it sideways every now and then. File 8. Special Editions and Motorsport Influence. Over its life, Lamborghini introduced numerous limited editions and performance variants, such as the Performante, more power, reduced weight, advanced aerodynamics. The Stirato, a fully hectic off-road version. The Evo models, upgraded electronics and dynamics. The STO, the ultimate road version of the Huracán. And the Super Trofeo and GT3 race versions. In particular, the Huracán Performante broke the Nürburgring production car lap record at the time, a testament to how far Lamborghini had pushed performance technology. These iterations weren't just badges either, they brought innovations that trickled down to road cars, refining the Huracán formula even further. File 9. Cultural Impact and Legacy. The Huracán didn't just sell well, it also became a cultural icon, and you would have seen it in music videos and movies, video games like Forza, Gran Turismo and Need for Speed, and exotic car meets and social media feeds worldwide. For many, the Huracán became the defining supercar of the 2010s, a machine that bridged raw performance and everyday usability. It brought Lamborghini to a new audience, younger buyers, tech-savvy drivers, and an expansive global fan base. File 10, the end of an era and the road ahead. After a memorable production run which spanned much of the 2010s and into the early 2020s, Lamborghini began transitioning its lineup towards electrification. Though the Huracan's production eventually concluded, its impact remains unmistakable. It represents a turning point in Lamborghini's engineering philosophy, a benchmark in performance for naturally aspirated supercars, and a symbol of passion, precision, and power. The Huracan's successor, the Temerario, debuted in 2024, featuring a V8 twin-turbo hybrid powertrain, carrying on the torch for Lamborghini's baby supercar lineup. From the drawing board in Sant'Agata Bolognese to the world's most famous roads and racetracks, the Huracan became a milestone in automotive history. It embodies the spirit of Lamborghini, bold, unapologetic, and truly exciting. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the story of the Huracan, and we'd also like to thank Steve for bringing out his Lamborghini Huracan today. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more reviews just like this one.